Welcome back to Beyond the Reps podcast. If this is your first time joining us, welcome. And if you are returning, welcome back. Myself and Coach K are so happy to be a part of your day. Thank you for coming in and tuning in and listening to us. So, it's been a minute. It's been a minute. We took a little break, but we back. So, we just going to hop right into what we need to do. So, we are starting brand new and fresh. So, we don't have no accountability this week. Okay, but we're gonna get into straight into our fun facts before we get into our topic of the day. So actually, let's check in. Let me check in with my girl because I feel like we ain't been here in a minute. What's
I know. It's been a while. It really has. But
well? First things first. I think we should definitely briefly discuss our live show.
yes.
That yeah, that
It
was
was such an amazing time. We want to say thank you to everyone that showed up and showed out for
yes.
us. All the support, the love, all the messages. It was crazy putting it together, but
Woo.
we did it. We did it. And it was I can't wait for the next one. That's all I got to say.
I know, right? It was really an experience. Thank y'all so much for coming out and supporting us. We couldn't have, obviously couldn't do it without you. Imagine us not having an audience. So if you haven't checked that out, make sure that you check that out. It is on our YouTube channel. It is not on audio, but it is on YouTube, and then you can see us, all of our beautiful faces and things that we put together for that show. But yes, that was good. But how are you, Kay? How you feeling?
Mm, you know what? It's one of those days.
Mm.
Just a long
Just
day,
one of those
honestly.
days.
I didn't forget about the singing. See, we weren't gone that long. We didn't forget about that. But no, it's just been a long day. But I'm blessed. I'm just, I'm here.
It's hump
So,
day,
just whatever.
Same. I've been tired, man. I slept a lot today because I didn't sleep a lot last night, and then I had to get up this morning to coach. So it's like
hmm
one of them days. Like I'm like, dang, what?
Yeah, no, I'm just thinking it was long. I saw you this morning. That's how long it's been. I forgot I went to your class at 6:30 this morning.
Forgot I
See,
even
this is
seen you today.
crazy.
I know it's crazy, but we made it. We here.
We
We
here
here.
12 hours later.
Right? Man, still rolling.
I didn't work out, went to work, did my 9 to 5. I'm here recording.
It's
Oh
crazy.
my God, that's
Talking
funny.
about something. We all got the same 24 hours in a day.
Sheesh.
All right. So, but yeah, I'm good too. Like I said, I'm tired, but I'm here. So yeah, let's give our fun facts real quick before we get into today's episode. What's your fun fact for today?
I should have never left all those good fun facts our first
There's always something
first
to,
round.
but there's always something to tell.
There is something
There's
to
always
tell.
something to tell.
So actually, it's so funny. I hope my nail tech, Jaleesa's not listening.
No.
However, you know me. It's always it's funny. Cortez call it the K logic. So so at this point, I think my fun facts are K logic because the way I think about certain stuff is funny.
Okay.
So for the longest, my mom's like, I don't understand why don't you wear gloves when you wash dishes?
Oh yeah.
And I knew you wash. I see your little green glove. No, you got purple gloves, right?
Yeah.
You're purple. Okay, cool. My mom got green. Cortez even wear gloves when he do his dishes. So
Oh.
it's funny. So anyways, I'm like, he like touching stuff. I don't be caring. I want to hurry up and get it done. For the longest, I just felt that things were just gonna slip and fly off my hands with gloves on. So the other day, I finally was like, you know what? I'm gonna figure out this glove thing. I put the gloves on, and Cortez, he just busted out laughing because I was like, oh, like no, I actually have more grip with the gloves on. So he's like, I don't understand. So I have this thing where I'm like, I just come up with like, I think this is gonna happen, or even food, like, oh, I don't like how it looks, so I'm not gonna have it.
Mm-hmm.
And then I have it and be like, oh, it wasn't that bad, or oh no, that's not what I thought. So it's always like, so I was just sitting there like cracking up, doing dishes, looking like a maniac because I thought it was the most funniest thing that, yeah, I probably should wear gloves so then my nails
So
last.
yeah.
So you could tell I gotta go back and get them done because now I know how to wear gloves. So I'm gonna tell her like I do gloves now.
So
I bet
you know
I ain't
what's
gotta.
funny? When I was a kid, my great uncle, he used to live upstairs from us, and I used to go up and visit him and stuff. And he told me his nails used to be so long. R.I.P. His nails used to be so long, right, and strong. And I'm like, how do you get like? Because my nails never used to grow. So, but I also used to bite my nails. But regardless, I used to say like, how do you get like such strong nails? And he told me that because he washed dishes. with no, he washed dishes, so like not with gloves on.
Mhm.
So like for the longest time, I never wore dish gloves because I, and we know that was a lie, but I never wore dish gloves because he told me that that's how you get your nails to grow.
That's hilarious.
Meanwhile, really, truly, if you wanted to protect your hands and your nails, you need to put some gloves on. So then I started, when I got older, I learned that was a myth or a lie. I don't know why. Probably just try to get me to make sure I wash the dishes.
Right.
But yeah.
He like, now you gonna do this dishes, niece. That's funny. But yeah, no, so I don't know.
I believe that for the longest time. But yeah. Oh, that's so funny. Yeah, no, I don't play about them gloves. I will not touch no dishes without no gloves. If I do, I will, if I'm like being lazy or whatever and I don't feel like grabbing the gloves or whatever, I'm moving fast, I only do it in like consciously if I know I'm about to go get my nails redone. If I know, like, I'll get my nails done in a couple of days, I'll be all right. Like, but I'm not going to consistently do that. No, I'm not doing that.
Yeah, so I think it's just a thing. Like, even when we went to Mexico, like, I was so, like, I didn't know if I wanted to try. Remember I was telling you about the vegetables?
Oh, the food.
I said, these vegetables, we don't have this in America. What is this? But I was so scared to try them because I just didn't know what it was. And then I'm like, these are good. When I say I ate vegetables the whole trip, because them veggie was
them veggies on them resorts be so good. I don't know what they be doing to them veggies. Like, yo, yeah, give them all to me. Okay.
What's that? What's your fun fact?
My fun fact is that I do not know how to French braid in my big age. I know how to flat twist, but I do not know how to French braid. And I've been trying to teach myself since I was a kid, and I just cannot get the concept. But you know what's funny? Recently, I discovered that I could start off with a flat twist, and then I can somehow start picking up other hair and turn it into a braid. And it don't
logic, because that makes no sense.
I can't. I don't know why I can't start off with the 3 pieces. I can only start off with 2, and then once I get the 2 going, it's like, okay, I can pick up another piece of hair and do 3. So, yeah, I don't know how to French braid, and so that really puts a damper because I'm doing, like, this thing this year where this summer where I'm wearing my natural hair, as y'all can see. And, yeah, it's okay, but the styles are limited because I don't really have the skill. I don't have the skill set to braid my hair. So I hate that for me, but, yeah.
And I feel like because you have to do your, like, if you're trying to do yours, you have to do, like, it's not like you could practice on something else. Because even just holding the hair, how your hands go.
Yeah, right.
That's not.
It's different.
So can you do French? Okay, so when you say French braid, right? So sometimes you could do the inside one and the cornrow on top. You can't do either or.
I can't do cornrows. That I think that's the right term to use.
Okay,
I can't do any cornrows.
Got it.
I can do like regular individual. Like if I took my hair out into like individual braids, I can do plaits. That's easy. That's just like regular braiding. Right. But like to get that to stick to my head.
Well, girl, you should. If you see me braiding, you'll be laughing. My fingers be like this, looking crazy. Nice, be like, all right, just stop, forget it, and then it looks bad. Yeah. So, Nia's trying to learn. Maybe I could teach each other and work together, cause she knows how to do.
She be braiding your hair up though.
Yeah, but that's not a cornrow. That's like
not a cornrow.
No, the braid is like in. It's not like out. So I feel like
don't they be sticking to your head? Like you got
it stick to my head, but it's not like the braid's not on top. It's under. It's under braid. Like it's an under.
Oh, it's the same thing though. So you go under braid. So? I think so.
I have to show what I mean. Maybe you don't.
Maybe I don't know what you mean because I feel like it's the same thing.
Well,
it's
I kind of feel like African American girls, brown girls, the braid you could actually see the braid on top of the head, right? The one Naya do. It's under, so I feel like Caucasian girls use it do that braid.
Okay.
So that's more like a French braid, which I feel like Naya could French braid under, but she can't. So like
the braids that I just had that I took out my hair recently, those are cornrows.
Cornrow, yes.
Naya can't do that.
No.
Okay.
But she could do that style under. It's weird. I don't know how to explain it. I have to show you. Cause that's what she does when she does my braid. That's what she does.
Okay.
Like the braid's inside. I don't even get that.
I don't even got that concept. I just whatever reason I can't do it. It's just not. I hate to use that word in my vocabulary, but I've been trying.
You can do it.
I've been trying since I was like 8 years old. I tried it on the little mannequin dolls. I tried it on my head. I tried it on my sister's head. I can't do it.
Well, maybe you could just be special and you could start with 2 instead of 3, and
that's
then
silly. Because it looks
how do it look?
Crazy.
Okay,
that's why I don't wear it.
I thought maybe you won't even.
That's why I got these buns in my hair today. I tried. I said nope. It is what it is, but whatever. So that's my fun fact for today.
Okay, that's interesting.
All right. So now that that's out the way, let's get into Beyond the Reps.
All right, let's do it.
So today we are talking about dating in fitness. So we've been putting off this topic for a minute. Been trying to decide how we wanted to approach it. However, I think we figured it out. So I'm going to open this up, and we're going to talk about how fitness influences dating in general. We're going to talk about that. So, I guess I'll start off with that part of it. As y'all know, I've been like in this field, in this industry for like I think it's been like 15 years now. And in the fitness space. Let's talk about expectations. Let's start about expectations. So I feel like for myself, and then we can just talk about this. So I feel like for myself, my expectations in dating as somebody in the field of fitness, in the industry, I've always at least held myself or held the person that I'm dating or wanting to date or interested in to a standard of being physically fit, right? And it's not, and for me, it has never really been about aesthetics as much as it had been about just being physically fit or even being physically fit minded, right? So like if you're just starting your journey and but you have the wherewithal to know that you have to change your diet, you are on a consistent regimen as far as like going to the gym and being disciplined, because that takes a different type of mindset.
Mm-hmm.
So that's kind of like where I always like kind of put myself, like I will hold my partner or the person that I'm dating or interested in to that standard. If you don't already have that, I'm not interested in you at all. What are your thoughts? Like what? Because I know like we are in different boats right now. We are in different boats right now. So like throughout your fitness journey, like I feel like you started your journey as far as like your true like weight loss journey, fitness journey. I think after I think I started when I was 19. How old were you?
I was,
or 18,
so I had Naya 21, 26.
Okay, so after me.
Mm-hmm.
And so when you started your journey, were you in a relationship?
Was I? Oh shoot, I was.
Okay. And so let's just say when you were out of a relationship, right? After you were out of a relationship, right? And you were still on your journey. Like what was did you have a threshold as to like, or like a standard?
So I wish I did. I wish I had some expectations, because baby, oh my gosh. Don't even get me started. Well, you know what it was for me?
Let's get started.
Because so for me, I think what it was is that I had this, you got to start somewhere, right? Mm-hmm. And when I started my journey, like I was getting so many, like I didn't even know how many people I was touching, inspiring, even getting them motivated to even get started. Mm-hmm. I didn't know, because I think when I started posting about my journey, people started like hitting me up about like, oh my gosh, like blah, blah, right? So because it was just newer for me, I didn't have no expectation, because I felt like, how dare me? I'm just getting started. How do I even have expectation for somebody else, right? So then I had this thing where like, well, if I start doing it, people are going to watch you, and then their eventually will pick up, right?
Okay.
But then when I was dating or in a relationship or whatever the case may be, I mean, it's not till now in 2025 that I'm actually with someone that was already fit before we got together, like eat a good lifestyle when it comes to like the eating, all of that, right? So before, it was draining, because I was trying to like do this whole like, okay, they'll start up whenever they feel like it, but then you try to encourage them to, so it was annoying. So like we're going out to eat, somebody got a whole burger, I got a salad. Like that was frustrating. I'm like, so I started realizing as my journey started going, I said, yeah, I'm trying to be like judgmental or whatever, but like I need someone to meet me in my same like lifestyle level.
Yeah.
So if you are like, I don't mind if you're just getting started or whatever, you know. It don't have to be the same because my boyfriend and I, like, I am still trying to lose a bit more, and Tone, he want to just get like keep what he got or get a little bit bigger. So I gotta eat less, he gotta eat more. So it's still different, but it's still a lifestyle. That's like us too.
Yeah.
You want to maintain and gain. I'm the opposite.
Right.
So, but we could hold each other accountable. Like, how can you? So it was frustrating in the beginning because I didn't have that expectation because I felt like, who am I to tell someone get fit? I'm just starting. So it was kind of hard. But now, that's why if he wasn't who he is now, we wouldn't have been. I wouldn't even pay him no mind.
I know that's right.
You don't go to the gym. You don't. You can't hold me accountable.
And then, like, I think I personally, I think I've always had difficulty in that space because it's a lot of men. I feel like men will be in the gym, but they won't live a fit lifestyle, right? They'll go to the gym and they'll do chest 5 times a week, right? And and then make it seem like they in this like space of fitness and like being physically fit minded, and they're not. It's just that they go to the gym to work out and hang out with the bros type,
right?
Shit. So it's like I don't really, and I don't think I had been bamboozled. I'm a very like observant individual, so like I kind of like vet people before I even give them the opportunity, because like granted, like, and that's another thing that I feel like I have found difficulty in as far as like aesthetics, right? You work out, your body forms the way it's gonna form. You work out, look the way you look, whatever it is, right? And I feel like I got a lot of like unwanted attention just based off of like how my body looked, and because of that, it made it very difficult for me to even like, for the greater half of my like time in my fitness space, made it difficult for me to even be interested in dating because of the lustiness of the people, of the men, right? So it's like, they wanna talk to me because I'm in the gym and I'm working on myself, but I'm not here for I don't do anything for the male gaze. So it's kind of like that also made it hard for me, like that part of it, because it's kind of like, damn, like, yeah, like, and then it's like, and I'm like, then I also be like, look at me and look at you, so I'd be like, what
right?
So I don't know, I feel like the aesthetic part of it, like I said earlier, like I don't think that I ever had an issue with like how you look, like physic, like if I'm attracted to you, I'm attracted to you. So it doesn't necessarily, like, I don't think I never really like had a type, but I do think that like when it comes to aesthetics, like that matters, because it translates into like how you live in your life. And so, and like when you said like you never had like that standard, like I was the complete opposite. So like it was just always a fail for me, because it'd be like, I have this standard and you're not meeting it, and it's like I don't want to be bothered with you, So, and it's like, and like the discipline and the routines like that they have or don't have also mattered, right?
Yeah.
So it's like, I don't know, I find it personally very, very difficult to like, I think that in and of itself makes it difficult to like date in the fitness world as a, I don't know how it is for other people, but I know as for myself, and like, and I wish, maybe we should do another like episode, like a part 2 to this, because I would like to have like a perspective of other people, of another person, just to see like what their experience is, or y'all tell us how what your experiences is. Like, please like comment and let us know, because like my experience, and like it's been abysmal, to be honest. Like if I had to put a term on it, it's been abysmal.
What that word even mean?
Horrible.
There you go. No, but
it's bad out here.
I don't know, but I will have to say though, if I would have had the expectations back then, whether I had just getting started or not, yeah,
you probably wouldn't dealt with as much as you.
I wasn't wasting no time.
I know.
People was wasting my time. I don't have time for none of that.
They ain't gonna waste your time anyways, in my experience.
All right,
but they is.
But you know what it is too with that, and you did bring a point about how it's annoying though too, because it's like us females sometimes go more for personality and how they treat us, and males go by what a woman look like, right? So then you look at social media or you look at the gym. Why are we dressed how we're dressed in the gym? Number one, like I feel like now it's like this. I don't know. I'm not doing my makeup to go to the. I mean, I don't know makeup at all. But I'm just saying, like, look at some of these females that go to the gym. Like before, girl, I'll throw on. Even to this day, I'm gonna throw on a t-shirt, some leggings, and keep it pushing. It's like hair's done, makeup is done. Like, granted, we know we got cute little outfit that we want to match and stuff like that. But it became like this fashion fitness, type
and
of thing.
it's so crazy. Like, I feel like this could be like an episode in and of itself. But what I found difficult also in my earlier years, up until now, like, I used to not wear shorts to the gym because I used to feel uncomfortable around, the way people would look at me. Like, I like to wear shorts, but I'm not wearing like, it's like when I go to the gym and I wear shorts, it's like I already know like the attention that it's gonna bring. So it's kind of like I'm not there for that. I'm there to work out, right? And so all my cute little outfits and shorts and stuff, I would only wear in like spaces that I felt like I was like safer in. It's like when I went to like the women's gym. When that women's gym was open,
Missed
I
that.
would always wear my shorts there because I know that whatever. Nowadays, I'm actually I hate to say it because it irritates me. It does irritate me that there are women that go to the gym for the male gaze, right? They'll go in and some of the stuff that I be seeing, I be like, now, girl.
Listen, we went to the gym the other day, and Cortez said, I wish you would wear it to the gym. And I was like, but it's true. And then it's like, oh, when we get to topic about the other stuff, because that's just so awkward. Yeah. Like, what do you...
So, but like for me, it's like I'm like kind of happy though, because I can like now I can wear my shorts, and I know I'm not the only person in the gym that's gonna have like on shorts, and it's gonna be like it may be it's gonna be other people in the gym that we all kind of wearing something similar, so it's like I'm not like the center of attention type of thing,
right?
Because like the clothes I wear compared to some of the stuff I be seeing, I'd be like, oh, I'm all set, like I'm good.
Yeah, 100%. But then
crazy.
Again, you're putting in work. Some of them,
right? So that's the thing. So and again, I'm very.
It's annoying because it messes up for other people.
Yes,
because now, while you trying to get attention, do this and that with what you're wearing and what you're doing, now every guy going to think, she dressed like that too. This is this time. Yeah. It's not about that time over here. So it kind of, it just kind of
so it makes
it difficult, which I understand. What you're saying.
Yeah, so
annoying.
Very annoying. So yeah, I think that all of those things, like I think it, like the expectations being in fitness, like it influences dating like that for me, because it's like outside of, and I've dated people who have been like physically fit and everything, and they have the routine, like same lifestyle, right? But then the reason why it don't work out is because of other things, not because of their lifestyle. Like, it's because of, I don't even want to say it. But go on. Yeah, so, it's just bad out here. I just feel like, and at my big age, it's like, it's kind of like, it's a little bit, I think it gets worse as I get older. I think it definitely gets worse as I get older, because you get to a certain age, you think that, especially at our age, like in your 30s, I just feel like you should have like your shit figured out, and you don't. Like as far as like who you are, how you are, what you want, and it's like you may go for the person who has been on the same journey as you. Like we both been in fitness and working out for as long as we have, so we already have like that part of our lives established. It was like, okay, these are, and I feel like those are like foundational things that you can find in somebody and be like, okay, this is a person that I can actually like build a life with, because now we both been through what we've been through, and we've established that this is the life that we want to live, right? So that is like, I think that's like the that foundation is like what can be the catalyst to something that can grow into something beautiful. But then it just turns into, then you find out the deeper rooted issues that these people have, and it's like, God damn it, like I can't win out here.
You know what? So I was thinking about that. Actually, that's kind of something that I want to talk about. We kind of just could go into it because we're just literally going right into that. So my thing also I want to talk about, even just dating, relationship, or whatever, right? So how fit is the relationship? How fit? When I say fit, I'm not talking about the look. I'm not talking about emotionally. I'm talking about mentally and physically, right? So like you said, you got all these people who got the lifestyle and got maybe the body look or whatever the case be, the routine. That's all physical. So are we fit? Because that's something that I feel that I didn't have until now in this relationship. That it's like we're fit in all three, and you need that. Like it can't be just physical, and that goes for everything. Like so, most people go to the gym, right? And that might be your coping. That physical is your coping. However, are you going deep enough to get in that mental? Yeah. Are you deep enough to go into the emotional? So I think that's where people kind of like fall off because they're like, well, I'm fit. I'm healthy. Is your mental healthy? Yeah. Is your emotions healthy? Yeah. Because if they're not healthy, then for real, I don't get two shits about your fitness lifestyle.
It don't matter. And I mean, me personally, like, I just got out of a relationship, and that person was physically fit, had a routine that was like, okay, this is something that and granted, both in our 30s, early to mid 30s, whatever. So it's like we're, it feels like it's, and then you go through the whole process of the whole dating and getting to know somebody, and but the whole mentally fit thing, it's like, it's sad because I feel like, in my experience, it's not the first time that I've had experience like this, but like you come into contact with people who have like this physically fit lifestyle, and then you feel like, okay, we're on the same page when it comes to this, right? You have the conversations and everything seems good, but they have like this facade that they kind of put up because of their image, because of their fit image, and how they do the routine. So they try to like make it seem like they're all put together, and then you get that mask gonna slip at some point.
Oh, it's gonna slip.
That man's gonna slip. And it's like, dang, like, what's happening here? And I think, personally, from a personal standpoint, I know that I've done a lot of work, like inner work on myself, to where it's like mentally and emotionally, for the most part, like I feel like I'm equipped to be in a relationship and build and into a partnership and all of that stuff, right? Especially at my big age. And it's like you meet people, and it's like you find out that a lot of people out here ain't got that mental. It's just screws loose up here,
and it makes me mad because obviously we gonna keep in the culture. We're dating a brother.
Yes,
and growing up, like they don't go get their mental taken care of because it was over. You don't cry. You a man. Be grown up and do this and do that and be strong. And you can't show no emotion. It just makes it so hard. Like, it makes it so hard because it gets to a point where it's almost like something crazy got to happen. And you're like, what the heck? You was dealing with all of this? Like, all of this stuff you was built and you kept in, like.
And even I feel like there are people who say that they go to therapy. Like my ex, he would say he was in therapy, right? And it's like, you think that they're doing the work but I feel like, I feel like, and even in that aspect, like therapy is like a lifelong process, I feel like. But I feel like if you don't feel like, if you're in therapy and you got some things that you need to work on, I don't think that it's fair to connect with people until you feel like you are truly in a space where you feel like you have battled and fought those demons off, to where you can enter into somebody else's life and not make things worse.
So with that being said, I also feel like, or be vulnerable enough to let the person know. Right. Open up and drop that wall. Be vulnerable and let them know what you're going through. Guess what? I could be working on myself while you're working on yourself, and we could work what we got together. Right. So don't leave me in the dark, because people, again, will say, oh, no, I go to therapy. But are you putting those skills together? Right. Or are you just going and talking and you just had a conversation, you walk out the door, and we back to square one like nothing ever happened? You released it in that hour, but did you work at what you like? Did you take it home and work at whatever skills that, because if you're not putting it into your life and you're not applying it to what it's supposed to be, you're never gonna be able to, like, even like for me, like I had to learn it. I used to go like, oh, I talked to my therapist, I did this, I did that, but then until I started using that in my life and actually like, cause some stuff I thought like it was just like personal stuff, but then I started realizing like, no, this is affects like a lot of stuff. Like it's not just one thing. When you start seeing and you start thinking like really digging down, it's like, oh wait, but this could really affect like at work, or this could affect me in the gym. And then guess what? Now I had to go back and be like, okay, well, this is a skill that I had to apply to everything around my life, not just what the trauma or whatever the issue was mainly. Because sometimes that triggers, and then that takes down a lot of other stuff.
Right.
So I feel like a lot of people to this day go, or they just start going when they feel good. That's when you really need to be going.
Right. So
For real, for real.
Yeah.
You don't just stop. I mean, I just feel like even if you are, not going through something, because life is going to be life.
Right.
It's going to be lifing all the time. Something's going to come up. But let's say you just in that where you're able to maintain your mental, your emotion, and you're okay. Like, you probably should still see your therapy. Because then it's like, oh, yeah. Because then they could help out. It's just, well, what have you been doing to help you lately? Right. Blah, 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 blah.
And I think like when it comes to like fitness, like we talk about physical fitness, mental fitness, and emotional fitness, right? Even spiritual fitness, right? Yes. I think, but like being in this world, being in the fitness space, I think that a lot of people have it, like you said, like the gym is their like coping mechanism. Even for myself, like I've said it time and time again, like got into my fitness journey because I was like depressed. Like in like the worst, like the lowest state of depression that I could possibly think of, and to build myself back up, like I found love in the gym and just taking care of my body, and in turn that helped me like with my mental state. But I think a lot of people take it as, I go to the gym, this is good for my mental health because it's gonna make me feel better in the moment. And maybe even long term, but not necessarily in all the areas that they need to work on. And I think that also is an issue in the fitness space. Yep. I feel like dating in the fitness, being in the fitness space and trying to date is like, you find people who are fit, and they have like the routine, and it's like, oh, I'll go to the gym because it helps my mental and whatever. Like, yeah, it's supposed to, like, scientifically, right? But there are deeper seated things that need to be worked on for you to be in a relationship. And I think that's also an issue, because like you can find a person that has like the routine, but like then when you start to really get into the nitty gritty of things, it's kind of like, yeah, no. But unfortunately, like you said, like we date black men, and black men I don't think they always have the capacity, even if they are in therapy, they don't have the capacity always to apply these things and actually feel like they are, working on themselves. Or they get to a point where it's like, oh, I went to therapy, I figured this out, I'm good, I'm healed. I got this, and that's not that's not how it works. So it's just okay, well, I'll see you later. Like,
they gotta apply it.
I ain't got it to do.
They gotta apply it.
Okay, so did you hit your point?
That was one of them. Yeah.
Okay, so I think now I can just roll into like the whole social media aspect of everything, right? So, and how this influences the dating to being in the fitness space. So I personally feel like over the years, one thing I will say about social media is that over the years, as it has changed, that has also changed within like the world of like fitness and like the dating and all of that stuff, right? But like from the inception of time of social media, the sliding in the DMs.
Jeez.
I personally, and I can speak from personal experience, like that's the only experience I can speak from, right? I personally have had like the worst experiences via social media. And I'm sure a lot of women out there, I know y'all probably can relate. Especially if you have a presence online in any capacity, right? I feel like men will slide in your DMs on some, oh, I need a trainer type shit, right? I want, and then you start talking to them like, okay, cool, like, you know, or they'll comment on your like your story or a post or something. And I'm sorry, I have ADHD, y'all, so I'm trying not to get off topic because I got so much stuff going on in my brain right now. Because y'all can see I'm passionate about this. But they'll be like, you know, oh, I wanna, you know, I like, you know, oh, you doing a good job. You a trainer. I want that. I get. Okay, cool. Here's my email. Fill out this client form. Da da da. Whatever. They never fill it out. But then they'll come back and be like, "Oh, can I come to the gym with you and train?" No, I don't have workout partners. Do you want to be a client? If you want to be a client, fill out this client form.
Oh
And then it just turns into, now because I've held conversation with you in the DMs, you think that you could just start saying wild, crazy shit to me. Sir, you're blocked. Like, I don't understand that portion of it. I don't understand why that is and I've spoken to other women who are in the fitness space and are coaches or trainers. And people will like come in, slide in their DMs, and just try to use that as like a baseline as to try to get them to talk to. And sir, if I wanted to talk to you, don't you think I would have talked to you by now? After the first initial, like anything, I would have like, yeah, I give you a free session if I really wanted to talk to you.
And that's just a red flag. I hated that. I used to get that a lot for boxing. Because, you know, they wasn't going to come to step. When I used to do my boxing classes.
They had to find their way.
Annoying. That used to make me so mad. I'm like, well, my classes the first class is free. Pull up. Ghost, nowhere to find. What, do you want to learn? Do you want to throw a couple punches, or what we doing here?
I got some punches for you. I'm sorry.
Yeah. So, yeah, it's just, I don't know. You know me, how I feel about social media.
I don't think that is good for like I would be lying if I say I haven't met a couple of guys via social media that I was like interested in, and it just didn't necessarily pan out, you know, whatever. But I will say none of them have been in my hometown.
You know what's so crazy?
But it never will be.
You know, I maybe gotta take it back a step though, because honestly, the funny part is that's funny, because as long as Cortez and I have been together, that's actually kind of how we met. Was like NOB-ish, social media-ish, like gym.
Y'all did meet on social media.
But he was the most respectful person I have ever encountered with. Because I don't, and when you talk about that, I don't know, because he didn't slide in DM. It wasn't even like that. It was I was shocked, because I think God didn't even respond for so long, because I was like, yeah, okay, I don't got this to do. But it was so
it wasn't like that one-off thing when we were in DC?
Yeah, that was the only off thing. Outside of that, like, not like, off, but like,
no, I'm saying like was that the first time that there was a
actual conversation?
But not the first time he tried to interact with you.
No.
Oh, so he had been trying already for a while.
Well, no, not really.
Oh, okay.
Well, yes and no. I don't even know how to explain it.
Because I feel like, I'm thinking about the guys in my DMs that talk to themselves, and yeah, they know who they
are. Oh, yeah. No.
Was he one of them people?
No, because I wasn't really on all like that either. Mm-hmm. So remember, because I had my business page, and then I had my personal. Mm-hmm. So then, like, my business, I didn't pay attention to that stuff. So I honestly didn't even see. But, like, even, like I said, like, when we met, like, it was one of those things of, like, because also, I was trying to figure, I thought his page wasn't even real. It was just, it was just so awkward. But it's funny because, I don't know, I guess, so I really was so anti a lot of stuff with the beginning of our stuff. I'm like, yo, I don't do social media, I don't do this, I don't do that, blah, 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 blah. But, yeah, but it was just, I don't know. I think because it wasn't so, like, so corny. Mm-hmm. It's just that Buffalo corny shit. I just can't. Corny. So it was just like, it kind of just, it was lucky. Because I don't even, so yeah, it was very shocking. Yeah. I guess if when it's meant to be, it's meant to be.
Yeah, absolutely.
But, yeah, no. But before that, outside of that, the experience was horrible.
Terrible.
Horrible.
I hate it.
What was the word you said earlier?
Abysmal.
Abysmal.
Yeah, so I feel like social media has, and with the, I think the transformation of everything as far as like from times to trends to everything that goes on in the fitness space, and then in conjunction with social media, like things have changed over the years. And I think like the whole like thirst traps and
Mm.
like the be the or what's considered to be thirst traps, right? And in tandem with the like over sexualization of like women in general who are in fitness, right? It's like, you can't put on some spandex pants and not expect men to over sexualize you. And it's like,
Mhm.
I'm not, these are like, cuz like naturally, like I feel like personally the spandex clothes in the
Mhm.
gym, they just feel like a second skin. You want to be most comfortable in whatever in your movements and whatever it is you're doing, right? And not that you can't be comfortable in like baggy clothes, but if depending on what your preference is, like me personally, I like wearing spandex pants and because they feel closer to my body. I don't feel like it's like super bulky and I feel like I can move freely, right?
Mhm.
But at the same time, it's kind of like what comes with that, and then like the social media doesn't help because like outside of like wearing a regular like jumpsuit like I got on today, or like a regular like pants sports bra set, you have the women online that are wearing
I don't even know.
boy shorts and a bra in a gym, right? And it's like, and then it's like, even if they're not, whether, I mean, I'm assuming they're in the gym with these things, so I do see them, but like on social media, I feel like there's so much like, and it's like you get on, like, I've seen like the videos of girls doing like some type of like squat or something, and then at the top of the squat, they shaking their ass. It's like, what's happening here?
Mhm.
So it's like now all of a sudden you're associating these movements and this, and even like you're associating the act of working out, a woman working out, with these sexual things. And it's
Mhm.
like partially I do blame the women, but mostly I blame the men because like they were doing this weird shit before that even became a thing, right? With the evolution of it, I feel like it makes it even more difficult because like I think for people like me, it's irritating when you have all of these men liking your pictures and commenting on your stuff and all of this stuff or whatever it is. And now you know what else I hate? Men on social media. I hate, when I say hate, and I say it with a passion. They will, and has this ever happened to you? They will take, like, you'll post a post on your page or whatever it is, and then they'll send you your post and they'll
Girl,
say
I'm
something.
so happy
What
that
is
I
that?
delete.
Like, that
Yeah,
also makes
that's
it worse because
weird.
it's like, if you were true, like, and it could be like somebody who, it's been multiple times that I've had instances where it's like guys on sites who I follow on social media that I think are cute or whatever, they seem like they're interesting, but I ain't really shot my shot yet, whatever. And then they'll do some corny shit like that. And it's like, what? So now you've ruined the situation, you've ruined the experience, and I think that happens to me more often than not because to me, what that tells me about you is that you're a coward because you don't want to stand on business. If you got something to say it in the comments, or
Mhm.
you got something to hide. What the hell are you doing sending me? Like, you see what I mean? Y'all.
Yeah.
So like, what is that? So it's like things like that also makes it very difficult for me to even pay attention to anybody
Mhm.
on social media.
Yeah, no.
And social media now I think is like uh like the main way people meet people now.
Mhm.
Like, because when you go out in public, also it's like you can't even most times people don't even want to have a conversation with you.
Because they can't heart or send you little ice, little hearts to tell you you're cute. They can't even say it because they can't even send you an emoji
We're
in
not on
person.
conversation. This is terrible.
It's horrible.
We are
Yeah.
cooked.
I, oh my gosh, because I really feel like, yeah, it was just horrible.
So you've had that too, though,
Yeah, so
before.
I had that too. I would have to say, like, since I got rid of my business page
Hmm.
and, like, I'm just doing my business just contract.
Right.
So now I could just send you my demo and we could figure out. I don't even want the social media because when you have a business, you got to keep it
Professional.
but then you got to keep it public because how you gonna put your business out there, right?
Yes.
So I didn't like, and then it's like you can't even control who follows you because you're public. So man, I said I have been the most peaceful since I got rid of that, and like and even just period, like just because female could be weird too.
I mean,
Females could be very weird too. So with that being said, yes, being private in my new page that is very private and I can only accept. So really, if I have never met you in person, have a conversation with you, you're not in my page. Plus, due to my professional career, needed to do this anyways. So yeah, it was the best thing ever. And in a relationship anyway. So now it also, because that was another thing. It was weird when I had.
Relationship
it's hard.
Makes a difference
because people do not respect.
I think that makes a difference though, because I feel like, do you really feel like you would not have? I mean, outside of like your business and like transforming like everything with your business, do you feel like you would have had done that if you weren't in a relationship?
So I probably only because of work. So let's say I didn't have the job I had, I probably would have kept it. But I would have to get very rude and start deleting people and
left and right
and blocking and because it's just I just can't, and I don't got the patience. I'm not nice though, cause I don't do I don't do funny business with no female. I don't do the coyness, and I'm gonna let you just have it. So like I'm really nice, but the D I can't. So I could be very ruthless a little bit. My mom be crazy. So yeah, I don't know. So I just didn't, and I don't like attention. I mean, I don't even like walk into a room when I'm the last one in. So it's a lot of stuff that I try to avoid. But because I mean, obviously, I did have that page when Cortez and I started in the beginning, but it's also the fact that people don't respect
the connections that you had on that page too. And I think that's something for me. Like I have my business page had been like my page that I had since I had an Instagram account. Changing it over from a personal to a business and like a business profile, public profile, private to public. And then once I realized that, like, you know, again, with my job, like certain things, like I couldn't even like necessarily like I didn't want to mix my personal with my business or my fitness. Just I wanted to have like a fitness page and I wanted to have a personal page for whatever it is that I want to post my personal self, right? So that way I felt like now that I've separated those two on my page, on my Busybody Fit page, like the only thing you can see are things that are related to fitness and my business, my workouts, whatever it is I got going on, right? So there's no reason for you to be sending me hard eyes or things like that, because what I'm posting are workouts, classes, whatever, fitness tips, nutrition tips, whatever it is that I post on my page is related directly to fitness, right? So when I receive those messages now, it's like you don't have a reason to like compliment me or say something to me, because like you shouldn't be, at least, because that's not what this post is for. Now if I'm posting something that's like, you know, I'm dressed up, whatever, you know, mixing in with that like I used to, I would expect that, because this is not about fitness, right? So separating those two definitely makes a difference. So I would definitely say like that is something that I've learned, is that, and also like with my private page, I don't have to accept anybody's requests.
And there's no like for even in my my private now, like, and I just realized like I don't even need a close friend because these are just people that I don't care if they see whatever I post, because at this point, like,
your personal page,
it's like a personal page, and I don't really have too many people there that I'm really too worried about them seeing certain things. So when I had like, even like when we talk about like sexualizing and stuff like that, like when you run your class and you have your fun games, I have a video that I love. I can't post that regular like, because people will be taking it the wrong way, and I'm just having fun with the girls.
Right.
So like back then there was a lot of stuff that, or like even when I started doing like your classes and like when we were working on the glutes and lower body, just the before and after picture of my glutes.
Oh yeah.
I can't. Yeah, okay. I post a before and after of how my progress is. Forget about it. I'm just showing my ass. That's not the case. I'm trying to show my progress. The hell?
Right.
Because I ain't trying to get no BBL. I'm just trying to lift it up on my own.
Yeah.
So like stuff like that, I couldn't post where it's like I should be able to, because this is fitness.
It's a part
and
of the,
maybe
yeah.
I should be normalizing that you could do it if you put the work in. You
Right.
don't got to go under the knife.
Right.
So
And
it's like stuff like
that's
that
the
that you
message
can't
that
even
you
do.
want to send, but you can't do that because
see, I
it's
send
going to
them-
bring the attention that you're not looking
I don't
for.
want
Like,
that. So that's why I send them all to you. And I said, crop my face and don't let nobody know it's me. Because it's like you can't even, like, you could post as a client and whatever.
Yeah.
So it's annoying. But it's just like little stuff like that. Social media just went all left.
It just went left, man. And it's like, being in this space, it's like I'm never gonna compromise like what it is that I'm looking for or what it is that I'll accept. And it's just like, I think like the social media thing, I think that really exposes people the most when it comes to like the whole like trying to date and, you know, whatever.
Yeah.
Like, I don't have an issue with you even like trying to, like, if I don't know you but you see me online and we interact or something in some capacity and you want to try to get to know me a little bit further, there's a way to do it. And the way that people do it, it's like, you could have saved yourself the embarrassment, sir. Because like, now you gonna be talking to yourself, and they be doing that.
Red.
They be
red.
people talking to themselves in my DMs for years now, and they ain't got the hint. And that's another thing. Like, are you that dense that you can't?
I'm just gonna keep trying. And
Please.
Still.
So yeah, I don't know. I don't particularly care for the whole social media thing. I don't like how social media has made it more difficult for us fitness professionals to even exist as women, let alone like be like the perception of us, you know. Like, granted, like, yeah, you can look at my page and look at somebody else's page and tell that we are not on the same type of time when it comes to that. But at the same time, like, I feel like in my experience, men typically like still put you in that box, in that category, and they think that they can kind of talk to you any old kind of way, or they try to figure out a way to approach you. But like, I think over the years, like, people have pretty much figured me out. Like, I'm just kind of like a no, like, please leave me alone. I'm a no nonsense type of person, and it's like, if I give you an opportunity to speak to me, don't do nothing to blow it, because you're going to end up right with the others.
Oh my gosh. Look at me breaking stuff. Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Yeah. So, did you have another point that you wanted to touch on before?
Boundaries.
Yes.
Boundaries with, like in the gym, mostly in the gym, and like when, how can I put it? Or even just in the same lifestyle. So, I mean, obviously, you're not going to always go to the gym with whoever you're dating or you're in a relationship with. So, like, just boundaries of what, like, the do's and don't. I mean, I think we're talking about that, too. So, I guess, but I don't know. I'm just simply just saying, like, you have to have boundaries.
So, like, when you say boundaries, you mean, like, I mean, granted, yeah, okay. So, let's talk about, like, from your perspective, because you're in a relationship. What do boundaries look like for you while you're dating? While you're in a relationship and you know, being in the fitness space?
So, like, for me, it's like we got days that we work out together, and we got days that we don't. We got days that like right now he on his own. Like, I'm here recording. I went in the morning. So to me, it's like boundaries, because, and it comes from like the person, right? So we have to set a tone. Okay, we're together. Obviously, we out in public. People know we're together. Point blank, period. So, like, one of the biggest thing that irks me, and, like, we had conversation about it, is, like, you know what I hate the most? Is when people, like, when someone's not around, right? So people are so used to seeing you together when you work together. But when you're not together, people don't respect it. That sends me. Yeah. So, like, I will purposely, like, if I know I run into somebody and they always speak to me, if I'm by myself, now, if I'm with my boyfriend, I'm also going to speak to you, because if I could speak to you by myself, I could speak with you with my man next to me, because, you know, whatever.
Yeah.
So, really.
You're talking about men.
But either way it go.
Okay.
Like, because, like, even for me, like, I could tell one guy was so hesitant to say hi to me the one time. Like, hesitant. what you scared for? Because my man next to me say hi. Well, what's the big deal?
Yeah.
Like, stop being fucking weird. So that stuff like that sends
because
me.
I feel like that also makes it feel like something ain't right. Like if the shoe was on the other foot, and I know that I'm at the gym with my man often, or my man we go to the same gym, but I go to the gym, whatever, and it's like somebody looking at him, but like they want to say something. I'm like, who the hell is it?
Right.
What's happening here?
So
now it's like, so absolutely.
yeah. So like that happened to the one time, like he obviously because his job, like he goes around certain time, which is better than others, and it was always someone and he knows the person, so like they always speak when he's there. So the one day, and then she did the same thing. She didn't know. It's almost like she was walking like this. Like she didn't want to look his way. Just made it so awkward. Now at this point, I already peeped it. I'm too ahead of you, honey. So I already peeped it. So now we're in the gym, whatever. And I think he realized like she's being weird, like because she was really awkward. But I didn't say anything to him because I'm very secure, so I ain't worried about nobody else at all.
Right.
Like me.
Yeah.
Competition? Yeah, no.
Yeah, right.
I'm not, no.
Right.
Intimidated?
Right.
Please. No, that's not happening. So I didn't, but I think he even felt like, okay, she's being super weird. So then, and now at this point, he finally go out his way to say hi because she was making it so awkward. So now I'm looking at her like, so now you got what you thought you were going to get because you could have just said hi from the beginning.
Right.
And I would have never looked at you crazy. So now I'm looking at her like crazy. And now when we get in the car, we're laughing about it. He's like, I don't understand. Like, that was so weird. Like, we never talked. It was never nothing. Like,
make it and
she always makes it so weird because, like, she speaks any other time.
Yeah.
So he's like, I had to, like, speak to her, like, and it's weird. So it's just, like, almost like, like, and I told him, I was like, it's stuff like that we just said, like, when we go to the gym, like, as long as it's no funny business, you better speak to whoever you speak when I'm not around.
Yeah.
Whether it's you or the person. Or if the person, speak to you and they don't speak to you, well, you better speak back so they can understand. You're allowed to speak. It's okay. Right. You don't got to make it all awkward because, at the end of the day, ain't going to be nothing happening when we get home. I'm just like, whatever, she's fucking weird and moving along. But it's like little things like that. Or like, like even posting out of respect, boundaries. I mean, I would say that after post workout picture for me might look different now than it did when I was single. And it wasn't about me looking for attention or none of that, but I feel like out of respect for my relationship, I know that some posts, I should say, might bring different attention to certain things. So out of respect. Is
that something that y'all have discussed?
We did discuss.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that, I think that matters. I think that's where like the boundaries come in because it's kind of like, like in my past relationships, it's like, I don't pose no type of way or do nothing crazy, right? But like if it was never like an issue with anything that I posted, anything like that. But if there was, then it's like, okay, out of respect for, or even in response to like men in my DMs, right? It's like, I don't, it's like respectfully, I'm not going to respond, or even if they're commenting on my photos or something, I'm not going to go ahead and like their comment or anything. Even if rather I had interest in them at some point or not, I'm not going to do that out of respect for my relationship and out of respect for my man, because like that's just what you do. But like I feel like some people don't care. Yeah. Like, I don't care, do what you're going to do. Like, do the same thing you've been doing since.
Yeah, no. And like for me, I feel like, it's just like, I don't know. Like, that's like to me, it's like, okay, you can't control when somebody going to like and post or comment, right? So that point, like, even for our boundary, I can't control what people like, comment, right? But I could control how I respond, and if I go to entertain and not entertain, right? That's what I could. So that's when out of respect for me, I might have, someone said, oh, I don't know, made a comment. I might have hit the heart to acknowledge that I saw you. I might not comment back to what you said, but not in a relationship, maybe I'm not going to hit the heart because I'm not acknowledging you, and I'm just like, whatever. So me, out of respect, I did my part as your girl to not disrespect you or the relationship.
I agree.
So like, even like for him, like if like to me, it's like, I don't know, like it's just certain stuff that I feel like you do. It's the time and place, number one, and two, if you want to post certain stuff, then you like, again, to me, like, respect is so huge. So like, and again, you gotta have some respect for yourself and for the relationship, because if you posting certain stuff, that you giving the audience thinking, yeah, okay, yeah, see, oh yeah, see, that's not gonna work.
Yeah.
That's not gonna work.
Yeah.
So because that just invites stuff.
Yeah.
Right.
That's true.
So you could be strong enough
Mm-hmm.
to ignore it, but why even open those doors?
No,
So that's my biggest thing. Like, I'm not even. It's not I could ignore, but in the end of the day, like, after a while, it's like, all right, like, it just gets frustrating because people just gonna keep doing the same thing over and over and over.
Right.
So like, that was some of the boundaries to be put into the, because I used to say like, oh yeah, I'm gonna post I worked hard, like, to be as far as I have gotten.
Right.
So yeah, I am gonna post my progress. I am gonna post, but does it look a little different than when I was single? Absolutely.
I mean, I think that anybody can see that, especially because I feel like y'all do a lot of posting together, right? So it's like, there's no confusion there,
Right.
I feel like, if, like, me personally, like, on my public page, nobody will ever see me in the gym with a man, unless it's my best friend. Shout out to you, Rez. Hope you're listening. Unless we in the gym together, and it'll be like a story post or something like that. But like, even on my page, like, I don't post stuff like that because, like, one, I don't want nobody in my business. If I wanted you in my business, I would put you in my business. Now, if I end up, being in a relationship and getting engaged, getting married or something, like, yeah, you're gonna, like, and because granted, my partner would be, and I ain't gonna say probably, would be somebody who I will be in the gym with. So at that point, now my presence online will transform into being like just me. Now it's like, now we're together. Now we're doing this business together, right? So it's like, now we're in this space together. It won't be like, but anything that I post is always going to be the same. So like, for me personally, it's kind of like, but on my personal page, it's like, again, only people that I know personally, and it's nothing like, no weird shit going on over there. So it's like, on my public page, it's kind of like, what you see is what you get with me. And you can guess all you want. You can guess to the end of time. You ain't never gonna know if I'm in a relationship or not, because you're never gonna see a man on my page. But you're also you're always gonna get the same responses from me. Like, if you look at my page, men comment on my stuff, and I don't like their comments. Especially the ones that I know are commenting, and they have an ulterior motive.
Oh yeah.
Right. If it's one of the homies or something, it's kind of like, okay, whatever. But if like 90% of the men that follow me aren't my homies, so like, I don't acknowledge them for a reason. It's like, thank you for the comment. Like, okay, it's it's the same comments you leave in here, the same things you're doing in my DMs, just leaving comments and getting ignored.
Girl.
And that's how I operate now, and have always operated, whether I was in a relationship or not. So it's like, I feel like the boundaries for me, my boundaries are like within like myself, and those boundaries don't change. And I think because I have those boundaries, I don't have those issues in relationships, and dating. Right. So it's kind of like, but, because like, rather I'm talking to somebody, dating somebody, whatever the case may be, my response to men are always going to be the same. It's not going to change. So it's like, I am who I am, and my boundaries are set. So like, I think that is something that you should definitely do, is always set your boundaries, like, and within yourself, not just outside of relationship, outside of like trying to date or whatever it is. Have your boundaries set, because like, whatever it is that you choose to do in this space, in the fitness space, because it comes with its own like things, right? So you have to know what you're tolerating, what you're not tolerating. Why are you in this space to try to find somebody? What's where are your boundaries?
Right.
So they always have to be set, and I feel like because mine are set, that's why I have I have a much better, well, I won't say I have a much better time, but I have a
cut it out. Cut it out.
We're cooked. I have a much better, I don't even know I guess I have a much better time like with myself, and being able to determine like what's for me, what's not for me, you know? So like, yeah, you just gotta like set your boundaries, and they say stand on
it. And I think like for that too, like honestly, like you said, you have to have like, for me, like I have like, so you gotta kind of, when you're with somebody else, it's almost like you have to like meet in the middle, right?
Oh yeah.
So
for
these
sure.
are my boundaries. This is how I move. This is how I do things. How do you do things?
Mm-hmm.
How do you look? What it look like for you? Because like again, yes, absolutely. Like you need to have like your boundary for yourself and respect for yourself first. It starts there,
Yeah.
anyways, regardless. So
Yeah.
you better have those boundaries set up for
Yeah.
yourself.
Because if you get into a relationship and then you decide now you're gonna set boundaries.
Yeah, that's not gonna work. I mean, clearly, I was there at one point, and that just showed what happens when
Listen.
you trying to give people the benefit of the doubt and not have boundaries, or
Yeah.
act like you know what it was. Put the boundaries to the side just because you're trying to be nice. Yeah, don't do that.
Nah.
Keep them boundaries.
Stand
So like
on
for
it.
us, like it's just I just kind of am happy like how we met, when we met. It's one of those things like you had your stuff going on, I had my stuff going on. We were ready at the time that we met. It was like we're like,
It's
oh,
God's
okay,
timing.
it's the timing. God said, "This is the time. This is the time."
This is
right?
it, yeah.
So it's just one thing like we learned from the past,
Mm-hmm.
and all we could do is just take all of that and move forward with it. So, but it was nice to like know like because at first it was all other too. Like you got when people like there's a lot of people that say what they might know what they want, right? But they're just not ready for it. So
say that again.
some people know what they want, but they're just not ready.
Amen.
And that is a lot of the stuff that I was dealing with. Like, okay, I hear you. This is what you want. But then all your actions showed me you weren't ready for this. So now you didn't waste my damn time. Because I'm just, giving you the benefit of the doubt. Because you know what you want. It's one thing to want it, but are you ready?
Are you prepared for what it is you're walking into? Issues. Did you have another point? Are we good to flex and reflect?
It. We going to flex and reflect.
Okay, good. So we are going to flex and reflect before we get up out of here. Just our takeaways from this conversation. I really want y'all to tell us y'all experiences. I know that if y'all listen to this podcast, y'all have y'all probably are in the fitness world in some capacity. Whether you're rather you're married, dating, single, whatever it is, I would really want to know. But I know I said this, I want to talk about staying true to yourself and the do's and don'ts. That's what my takeaway from this. So I personally unfortunately, I just feel like my experience in dating in this world hasn't been super great, but I've learned a lot. And I'm still learning, but I will say the boundaries part, that is huge. Always set your boundaries and don't put that's something that you should do, but your don'ts, do not put your image before your heart and what you know to be true. So do not buy into the whole if I get a bigger butt, this person's gonna like me. If my waist gets smaller, I'm gonna be able to get this, or whatever the case may be. Or don't let your image bring you into something that you cannot get yourself out of, or something that you can't handle, or something that is not authentic to you. So if you know it's not you, don't do it. Yeah. It's your image, and I feel like a lot of people do get into the gym now to work on a certain body type or whatever the case may be. And if that's your goal, that's your goal. But don't let that goal be the reason why you are don't let that goal to change your body be because you want to find somebody or whatever the case may be. I would say don't do that.
100% don't do it. Because I did do that at one point. But again, like I said, when I first started, I was big. So, of course, I'm thinking nobody oh, hey, face card never going to decline.
But that's what I'm saying. I don't think you really believe that, but go ahead.
Well, because
I don't think you believe that it was oh, I'm not going to be able to get nobody unless I lose weight.
Yeah, but I feel like it was in the beginning. I feel like it was kind of okay, she pretty, but she kind of big. I feel like I got lucky because I got the face for it, right? But I was bigger. So and do period. Yeah. Nah. But when I was bigger, and I was never bigger. That was another thing. For me it was hard because it was all again after I had my daughter.
Yeah, okay,
so it was an image thing. So but then that's why even now, I love where I'm at right now. It's a solid, I feel great. No, I don't want to be super small. I'm fine where I'm at. I'm toning and I look great. But I was maybe 20 pounds smaller than this, and because I wanted to be small, I I would never go back down there.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I looked at really athletic and whatever, but it was just like, ugh. I look at pictures and I'm like, no, I don't want to be that small.
Again. Yeah.
So I'm glad because like now I feel like you could be thick and you could be fit, and that's the biggest thing. Like back then it was just like you needed to be small to be fit. Like now it's like, yeah, no, we're in a whole different type of like fit don't mean small.
Sure don't.
So yeah.
Sure don't. So yeah,
I'm like,
definitely don't let that image be the
Mm-mm.
reason why you doing anything, especially dating. Like,
and don't do it for no man. If they gonna cheat, they gonna cheat. If they gonna leave, they gonna leave.
Because
if they gonna let me.
Don't get me started. Don't get me.
Please
She gonna get hot on the couch.
Yeah, don't do it for nobody.
Yeah, nah, don't. Hell, nah, don't do that. Also, and another thing, as far as like being in the fitness field, being in the fitness industry, if you are a public person, as far as like online, social media, or even just when you go to the gym, like ladies, please be cautious always of your surroundings.
Oof. Yes.
Please always be cautious of your surroundings because again, in this field and industry, being in the fitness space, I should say, not even being like a coach or a trainer, just if you are somebody who goes to the gym and you go to the gym every day at 9:00, right? Just be cautious of your surroundings. Like, know that like you are being watched. Always assume you're being watched. Because whether you're posting online or you're in the gym, you are being watched. Like, I don't care what nobody say. I have had enough experiences over the past 15 years to where I know that people clock you in the gym. People, like you said, you see the same people all the time. They probably be trying to figure out if you don't show up for a little bit. Where she at? That's crazy.
Yeah, no.
That's
and our
crazy.
city's not that big.
Yeah.
We only have how many catalysts?
Right. Or wherever you go, wherever you are.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like if you go to
uh-uh.
a gym frequently, whether you're here or wherever you live in the country, just always be cautious of your surroundings and be cautious about like on social media and off social media too. Like in the gym and off social media because again, on social media because again, the whole the motive around being in the fitness space and like finding somebody who's like physically fit, like when you get fit, your body gonna change, you gonna look better, whatever the case may be, and naturally, you're attracted to people in whatever capacity, but just be aware of those who are liking your pictures. Be aware of those who are in your comments and your DMs, and then all of a sudden start showing up at your gym. And I say that because that's happened to me.
Yeah, no.
It's like I don't know this person. I get, and especially having a public page, I'll get follows from people, and next thing you know, they popping up at the gym. I'm like, where I know this person from? I don't know this person, but I know this person. And be like, then you go and you look and like, oh hell nah. Now I gotta start going to a new gym because this is crazy.
Yeah, no, that's one thing I would have to say I don't miss, and it's like it just makes it hard, right? So like, do I miss having my class and stuff? Yeah, but it's just I'm in a whole new phase. So it is. I'm just happy that I'm just a contract vendor business now, because now I don't have to promote much, right? So for me, it was even awkward, like going places and people like, oh, you're the step girl. Oh, you're the girl that do boxing, and I'm like, okay, my page is like, or what was worse for me was a couple of times. It was a guy and it was a girl. They both came up to me like, "Oh, you're the 2XL girl," and I'm like, "Yeah." Go to try to find them. They don't even follow me. So that means you go look at my page and you don't follow me. So that's one thing that, yes, 100%. Like you don't. People are watching your stuff. Know that. So when I say it was the perfect time to get rid of it.
Yeah.
Like, thank for the hack. Thank you. Because I was trying to find ways to how to get rid of it anyway. So it just worked out perfect. Between the hack and between the business or the job, I was like, yep, this is exactly what I need. Like, because I didn't like that. So I that was something, to be honest, I even thought like, all right, if I want to keep doing this business, you really can't go public. But like, it's hard to like avoid that stuff.
Yeah, it is, and it's like that. I think that comes with the territory, but it's just being vigilant and being like aware of your surroundings. Because like you said, people will tell you about stuff that you've done, and you ain't never seen them, but they don't follow you or nothing. Like, how do you even know this? Like, you just watching my page? Like, this is
Yeah,
weird.
weird.
So it's like, even just from the business aspect part of it, it's
Right.
kind of like, okay, thanks. I don't
Like,
know
you
how to
want a
receive
business
that.
card?
Like,
You want to,
what,
like, it was so weird.
It's weird.
So I'm like,
like,
yeah. And then it's almost like, what do you want? A
yeah,
class? Like,
right.
or you just going to tell me, hey, you're the 2XL girl? That's weird. Weird
I get
behavior.
it
I used to
too.
hate that.
I get it too. And it's just like, so like in the realm of like the whole like dating and stuff, it's just kind of like, I mean, even if you're in a relationship, like I mean, that's always, just a good rule of thumb anyway, to always be aware
Mm-hmm.
of your surroundings. But yeah, that's definitely, those are my takeaways from that, and words of advice, I guess.
Yeah.
What you got to add?
For me, it's just balance, right? So just know, like, in the dating, like, don't get just so focused on like you could live, right? So like have fun while dating while still going through your fitness journey and your lifestyle. Like there's a balance for everything. Like I used to feel like no, I can't go on vacations and no, I can't have cheat meals and I can't do this and I can't do that. But like you should be able to have fun.
For
And that's
sure.
just like balance all across. So like even like with like I don't know, I just feel like even just dating, like balance also with like challenging one another
Mm.
and like holding each other accountable. Like, but then don't do too much, right?
Mhm.
Because you ain't trying to be fighting in the gym either. So like it's a balance, right?
Yeah.
So if I want you to push me, push me. But like, all right, don't take it too far. So like it's just you gotta not too much. It's a balance for everything. I think that's like the biggest thing,
Okay.
right? Because you still have to make sure you have your me time, your alone time, your family time. Like just I don't know if balance is you gotta know how to balance in time management with everything.
Okay, cool. All right. So, before we get out of here, we want to do our accountability. So we are going to stack our accountability this week. All right. We're gonna. I want to give us three things that we want to be held accountable to, and at least be able to accomplish one of them before the time next time we meet. So, you want me to go first?
Yeah, you could go first.
Oh, wow. Okay. So, my three things.
It's not laundry, guys. I promise you, I'm not allowing her to.
Who said that? Oh. She said I can't say laundry, so we're not gonna do laundry. Okay, so my three things that I want to just put on the docket today. I want to be able to deadlift at least 315.
Okay.
Where
you at right now?
I need to. I don't know, cause it's been. I've been having a rough couple months.
Okay,
so I'm
you're
just
right,
getting back into the little saddle. I'm getting better. Like my body is obviously used to working out, so it's kind of bouncing back. It's taking a little bit slower now. I think it's because I'm older,
Yeah.
So I know never to do this again, never to let life get in the way. But yeah, but we're gonna see. So 315 is the goal for me.
Okay.
I want to finish reading my Alicia Keys autobiography. I've had this book forever and I have not finished it. And it's like, because I have ADHD, so I pick up a new book and I open that and I close it and I open it. So I need to finish that book. It's been sitting on my bookshelf. And I'm like, I know it's bookmarked. It's just I haven't finished it, so I want to be able to finish that book, and I want to finish writing another chapter in my book.
Okay, so last time, from I remember, months ago, or whatever it was, you had one chapter done, and you were working on chapter 2. Where we at? Chapter 2.
Yep.
Oh, okay. So we're gonna at least finish 2 and start 3.
That's right.
All right. Okay.
Yeah, so those are my 3.
Okay. For me, so you see how I was struggling this morning because I don't listen to my body, right? And I just think I'm still 21, and my RA don't be kicking in. So with that being said, I am on a whole accountable. I am not allowed to work out no more than 4 times a week.
Okay.
That is maximum.
Okay.
Cause I don't listen, and then I be freaking crying. Well, not really crying, cause I don't cry, but then I be whining.
Okay.
And it's annoying, right?
Okay.
Cause I don't know myself, hearing myself whine. So 3 to 4, sticking to it, and which just mean the days that I'm not working, I'm gonna watch what I'm eating.
Okay.
So, so boom, that's 1, right? So 3 to 4 days, no more than 4.
No more than 4 days. No more than 4. No less than.
No less than 3.
No less than 3.
So literally
Okay.
3 to 4. That's it.
Gotcha.
Yeah, no, I need to get 3. 3's 3 minimum, 4 maximum.
Okay.
So that's one.
Mm-hmm.
What else? I'm trying to think. So that and see, I want to put my I want to challenge myself, but I want to be realistic because there's some stuff that we want to challenge myself and I'm not gonna do.
I mean,
but it's like I gotta do it, right?
mm-hmm.
So it's gonna be tied up with the 3 to 4. Okay.
Okay.
2 days out of those 4 have to be straight training, 100%.
Don't you do strength training most?
We haven't. I haven't because I've been doing classes only.
Okay.
But that's gonna be done in September or whenever.
Okay.
Whenever it's gonna be done. But so yeah. So that's 2 separate.
So technically you have to only do 2 days of. So you have to do. So if you're gonna do 3 to 4 class, let's just say 4 days a week you're working out. 2 of those days have to be in the gym on your own. Then.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's gonna be 2 separate because the first one is really me learning how to rest. Like I need rest days.
Mm-hmm.
You let it up to me. I'm working out every day. That's not good.
Okay.
So I'm separating it that way.
Okay.
I mean, it's together, but it's still 2
It is
separate.
okay. Now we're gonna need something different for the third one.
I gotta get back to journaling.
Okay.
So I think I want to start journaling at least 3 times a week. Every day is not. I don't like to journal. I did a whole every day for a long time. I had got this book that was a 365 day every day something, and answering questions every day, it started to get a little tedious and annoying.
Okay.
Or some stuff would just kind
of
trigger
like
stuff.
Prompts that you had to.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a lot. That's heavy. I don't like that.
So I was loving it in the beginning, but by month 3. Girl, I had like 10 days missed. I said, forget this. So I think my journaling this time around, I want to do it where it's like 100%, like just open a notebook and write. Like there's no questions.
Yeah, that's how
none
I
of that. So
I can't do. That's kind of like shadow work, and that can be very, very heavy.
It was like it felt like a chore. It didn't feel like
that too. It's kind of like
and then I was like, it was so miserable. I didn't like it. So it became like I'm not doing this, and me just
I feel you.
I ain't like that. So that
so
3
just
days a week journaling.
Something in the journal. 3 days a week. Okay. Cool. So we will reconvene and see.
And I found a favorite pen too. I have an obsession. Oh, I gotta leave that for.
Oh yeah,
just even talk about. No, we're gonna leave that fun fact for the next time.
Okay, cool. Yeah,
I forgot.
Okay.
I'm gonna throw everything in one episode.
Yeah, no, we ain't doing that. All right. So that's gonna wrap up this week's episode of Beyond the Reps. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for rocking with us. Yeah, comment, like, share, subscribe, all the good things. And you got anything?
No, listen.
You know
and for real, like we need like y'all to put out like comments because we telling y'all to comment. We need some feedback. We've been waiting on topics. Y'all ain't coming. See, y'all playing.
Get into the listeners. We want to do a listeners topic episode, but we cannot do that if y'all don't tell us what y'all want to hear. So let us know. We're going to bug y'all, but we're going to tell y'all at the end of every episode if y'all have not done it yet. Let us know. Tap in on our page. Tell us what you want to hear us talk about on the podcast because we're going to talk about it on the podcast. If y'all give us a topic, we're going to talk about it. Obviously, as listeners, we want y'all to know. We want to know what y'all want to hear. So, yeah, do that.
Please.
Yes.
Please. Okay. Yeah.
Anything else you want to add? We good?
That's it.
All right. So until next time, keep your mind right, body tight, and spirit high. We'll see y'all next time.